Canada Study Visa, New Rules 2025, Challenges for Indian Students. Welcome to Travel Tree, your go-to source for all information about immigration, travel, and global opportunities. Today, we want to discuss the significant changes that have occurred at the beginning of 2025, affecting millions of Indian students who aspire to study in Canada. Historically, Canada has been a preferred destination for Indian students, but recent developments have drastically altered this landscape. In particular, there has been a startling 31% decline in study permits granted. While over 44,000 permits were given in the first 3 months of 2024, the numbers have dwindled to just 30,640 permits in the same timeframe in 2025. This situation raises an important question: is this merely a numbers game, or is there a deeper reason behind these shifts? In this video, we will explore the major policy changes, growing political pressure, and the government's strategic decisions that have contributed to this decline. We will also examine the importance of understanding the new immigration rules, the tightening of study visa caps, and the regulations concerning designated learning institutions, DLIs. This information will be vital for Indian students seeking clear pathways to study in Canada. Before we jump into the details, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date with all the latest developments on Canada's immigration policies, travel tips, and visa updates, so you never miss out on essential information that could shape your future in Canada. Let's get started. Major policy changes and political pressure. The decline in visa applications is not just a coincidence. It arises from significant changes in government policy, political pressures, and strategic decisions aimed at addressing ongoing challenges. Today, we will discuss how these factors are reshaping the immigration landscape and what Indian students should keep in mind moving forward. Analyzing the decline in applications. Let's take a closer look at the statistics to gain a clearer understanding of the decline in study permits. In the first quarter of 2024, over 44,000 Indian students were granted study permits. Comparatively, in the first quarter of 2025, this number dropped to only 30,640, representing a 31% decline. Notably, Canada issues study permits to international students from around the globe, and the overall numbers have seen a reduction as well. During the first quarter of 2024, a total of 121,070 international study permits were issued, whereas this figure decreased to just 96,000 in the first quarter of 2025. When looking at the entire year, Canada issued 681,000 study permits in 2023, with approximately 280,000 of these going to Indian students. However, by 2024, the number of permits for Indian students significantly dropped to about 90,000. This stark decline poses questions about the reasons driving these changes. The new immigration policy. A critical factor contributing to this reduction is the Canadian government's new immigration policy. At the end of 2023, the government made it clear that the number of temporary residents, including international students and foreign workers, would be limited beginning in 2025. The newly re-elected Prime Minister, Mark Carney, has placed a cap on temporary residents, allowing only 5% of Canada's population to be temporary residents by 2027. This decision was influenced by the increasing pressure on healthcare systems and the strain on public infrastructure. In September 2024, the IRCC announced a reduction in the target for study permits for 2025, lowering it from 485,000 to 437,000. Additionally, a new rule implemented in October 2023 requires every designated learning institution, DLI, to verify the admission letters of students. While this move aims to reduce fraud, it has also delayed the application process, particularly impacting Indian students, who represent the largest group of international students in Canada. Challenges for Indian students. As it stands, only genuine students with strong applications are receiving study permits. Applications lacking complete documentation or coming from unreliable sources are being rejected. Unfortunately, this has left hopeful students, especially those who relied on untrustworthy agents, in a difficult position. Their dreams of studying in Canada may now be on hold or thwarted entirely, particularly for those who recently applied and depended on agents for assistance. Recommendations for prospective applicants. Given these changes, here are some key recommendations for students considering applying for a visa to Canada. 1. Apply only to verified DLIs. Ensure that the schools you are applying to are recognized as designated learning institutions, DLIs. Always confirm the authenticity of your offer letter through proper channels. 2. Strengthen your documentation. Make sure your financial documents and statement of purpose, SOP, are well prepared and compelling. Avoid submitting applications that are incomplete or poorly organized. 3. Avoid uncertified agents. It's crucial to seek guidance from certified immigration consultants who can help ensure that your application is legitimate. This will reduce the risk of fraud and increase your chances of success. 4. Explore alternative destinations. Consider applying to other countries like the UK, Australia, or Germany, which are still welcoming international students. Don't feel restricted to Canada if your application is uncertain. 5. Be patient and thorough. Take your time to ensure that your application is accurate and complete. Avoid rushing, as errors can lead to rejections. Remember, careful preparation today can lead to favorable outcomes in the future. Moving forward. The recent changes in Canada's immigration policies regarding study visas have resulted in a notable decrease in the number of study permits issued. Understanding these factors highlights the need for thoroughness in your application process. Staying informed and adaptable as these trends evolve is essential. If you have any thoughts about this situation or further inquiries, we encourage you to share them in the comments. In conclusion, the landscape of visa applications for Indian students in Canada is changing, with significant declines in study permits primarily driven by new government policies and increased scrutiny. However, there are still opportunities for those who are prepared and informed about the current requirements and processes. By following the recommendations outlined, prospective students can enhance their chances of successfully navigating the visa application journey. Thank you for joining us today on Travel Tree. If you found this information valuable, please subscribe to our channel, like our content, and share it with friends and family. We are excited to bring you more important updates and insights in the future. Don't forget to click the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we release new videos. Your journey matters, and we are here to support you every step of the way.